Hey guys, welcome back to the loading room. This is Terry. Had been a few questions, quite a few actually, about different things in here, and I thought, even though it's a work in progress, I'm pretty new at this. I started reloading this a few months ago, but I thought, hey, let's just do a little walk around in here, and we can kind of see what I got going on. This, believe it or not, was my daughter's room once upon a time. She's moved out now. And I have moved in, and I built this bench. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. Bought this little bench at Harbor Freight. This was my first gun safe, in quotation marks, not much safe to it, but it worked for what it was. I still have to split time with my wife's elliptical in here, even though you can see I have it surrounded, so not much chance of her actually using that. And then more real gun safe. Closet that my wife still uses, a few more things, but let's start right here with the bench. I've woodworked for many years. I started woodworking in 2000, and so I built this bench. It's actually made out of just regular construction lumber from Lowe's. All the frame and everything that you see here is just a bunch of glued up 2x4s and such to make that. The top is a piece of melamine, 3/4 melamine. It has 2 layers of 3/4 MDF underneath, so pretty sturdy top. A lot of folks have talked about this little deal, quick connects here, and you can see the press going on there. This is another where I've made another fixture here. This has some screw-on T-nuts on the bottom, available at places like Rockler. Really heavy-duty, serious stuff. And I've made these bases. This is my 21st century neck turner and the vise, and I've got some other stuff as well. But they connect here, and these are countersunk stainless bolts, and they're actually just sitting in the hole. Not really any reason for them to be attached, but I wanted to keep stuff out of the hole, so they just sit in there and keep that out. I've got this idea from Garage Journal. These are Harbor Freight boxes. They're like $6 from Harbor Freight. I have a bazillion of them in my regular shop and in here as well. And this is just a 1/2 inch Baltic birch plywood, a little deal that I made here to hold these boxes. You can see it's just a couple of runners in there, simple made. Have these boxes with a whole lot of stuff. This has dies and general stuff, reloading stuff in general in there, and it works really perfect to hold this stuff and keep it all out organized and off the bench top. Like I said, these I made these up. They're just pieces of all thread with a hand knob on there, and they literally just screw into those T-nuts. Very sturdy, works great. Just very basic, single stage rock chunker press. A little spot down below for that. My FX 120 scale with the auto trickler, very nice setup. Definitely spoiled on that deal. K&M Arbor press. You saw in the die box the Wilson dies, a couple of trimmers, the Giro and the Trim It 2, calipers, all this, just general storage and stuff above the bench. This light is just a drafting table light that I got from Amazon, like $60 or something. It's LED. I just made this little base and attached it on there. Over on this side of the bench, I made these drawers. They're just more pine 1-bys, and they're on 100-pound full extension slides, which makes it really nice to get in there. I got all kinds of assorted stuff in there. The mats I just added not too long ago. Pretty cool. Just got it at Lowe's and cut those. Are really nice when you're standing. I really stand as much as I sit. That's why this bench is 37 inches, comfortable for standing, comfortable for sitting. The main chair that I use from Northern Tool, pretty cool little thing. These guys are Harbor Freight. Love me some Harbor Freight stuff. Got this there for, I think it was $239, just a rolling workbench with a wooden top on it. One thing that I've done here, you can see the air fittings coming out the side. I have actually plumbed a little Harbor Freight pancake compressor in here. I drilled in the back and took the electric cord out the back, and then I just put a quick connect on here. So for blowing out cases or you know, whatever, just really handy to have some compressed air around. So we got the flag theme going on here. So I love flag things. My buddy Travis Ball made some of this stuff up here, the eagle, which is really cool. Let me get a little bit better on that. The eagle, which is really cool. Another thing that I got just off of Facebook. This is really precious to me. This is my dad's flag and his dog tag. So that's been stored in the closet and until I got this room going, and it just means a lot to me to have that in here. I'm sure he'd be proud of what's going on here. My Giro annealer, I do have another video on my channel of the mods on this. It has the regulator mod and gauge mod that I did, and then my buddy Joe, he also has some video on this, but it has this voltage meter on here. Really cool, makes that super easy, repeatable. I do wet tumble, so have the Frankfurt Arsenal wet tumbler here. Works great. On this side I have the dryer. If you're going to wet tumble, you almost got to have some way to dry them, and the Frankfurt dryer works really well. Hangout Pro Vac, very handy. You got a long hose, goes all the way around, and I'll come back and kind of update as we go here. I'll be making some more changes, a couple more things going on, but just kind of wanted to just make a quick little vid of the overview of the whole reloading room deal, and let me know what you think. Thanks so much for stopping in. Have a great day.